He's in the starting lineup at third base. Cole Calhoun in right. Martin Maldonado behind the plate. Caleb Coward batting ninth and playing second base, taking on the veteran. I guess now you can say veteran. It seems like he's been around a while. Ladner, British Columbia, and Canada. His name is James Paxton.
Yeah, 12-game winner this season. 132 punch-outs, 113 in the third innings pitched. My go-tos to be successful against Paxton is you got to don't be overly aggressive against him. Work him in and get some counts, get that pitch count up. He's going to be 95, 97 with his fastball. His breakable, slider, cutter, very, very good himself. But make sure you wait him out. Get that pitch count up. He's going to settle in around. He's averaged about 99 pitches per game, so that's into that 6th, maybe 7th inning range. If you get a fastball early, jump on it. Otherwise, wait him out. Work the counts and get to the bullpen.
Take a look at the Mariners' defense quickly before that first pitch. Heredia, Dyson, and Gamble in the outfield from left to right. Seager, Segura, Cano, and Valencia from third to first. Sanino behind the plate.
And Gamble has been very good, whether he's playing right field or left field. Right field tonight, 1 outfield assist in that position, 1 error so far this season in right field, split up even amount between left and right.
Paxton ready, first one tonight. In there for a strike, and not surprisingly, a fastball. Maben hitting .235, .338 on base percentage, 23 extra base hits. Fouled back. The ball's 2 strikes. Paxton doesn't waste a whole lot of time. He's usually a guy that's right around the rubber, gets the sign, and goes. Very slow and deliberate windup. Hides the baseball well, making his 20th start of the season tonight. Trout on deck, 0-2. Ground ball toward the middle. Segura to his left has it. Nice play by the Mariners shortstop. And there's the first down of the game.
Pretty good range by Segura. Always talk about his hitting ability, but he's been pretty solid defensively at shortstop for Seattle. Good range, good throwing arm, able to get the first down. Looked like he had a chance to get up the middle after being behind in the count. Cameron Maben instead. Segura makes a nice play.
So Trout will bat with the bases cleared. 1 out. .347 batting average. Takes the first one low. Mike yesterday on board 3 times. 2 singles and a walk. On base percentage at .468. 2-0.
Again, good count to sit on fastball through Trout.
2-0. It's Luke foul. It's 2 balls and a strike. 10th meeting of the year between these 2 teams. Angels a 1-game advantage. 5 wins, 4 losses against Seattle. Trying to take what they did out on the road and stop a very hot team. This is hit sharply to short, backhanded by Segura. High throw, but Valencia gets the foot down, 2 down.
He brought his hands inside on that baseball. Paxton pitches inside very well. Will try to elevate his 4-seam fastball against Trout throughout this game. Another nice play by Segura at short.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and Albert coming up. .227 batting average. Had the day off yesterday. We'll take down and in. It's a Seattle team that's got the best record in the American League since the All-Star break at 16-9. They get a play today. 3 games over 500. 2 ahead of the Angels. Rip and foul straight back to it.
Talking about being patient, waiting them out. It's a couple counts in a row in which Paxton fell behind 2-0 with the Trout and the Pujols, and he has shown he will throw a fastball often. About 88% of the time he does that, and both Trout and Pujols have gotten that fastball.
Takes a strike. Count even up at 2-2. A couple of ground outs by Maben and Trout to start this game. Ground ball over to short. Segura busy. Gets all 3 ground balls and records all 3 outs. Head to the bottom of the first. Tyler Skaggs taking the mound for the Angels with no score. First inning, take a look at Scott Service's lineup for the Mariners in game number 116. Segura will lead things off. He's the shortstop. Danny Valencia at first. Robinson Cano at second. Nelson Cruz at DH. Kyle Seager, that would be Corey's brother. He's the third baseman. Guillermo Heredia in left. Ben Gamble in right. Mike Zunino behind the plate. Gerard Dyson batting ninth, playing center field as they take on Tyler Skaggs. This will be his 7th start of the season, 2nd since coming off the disabled list. You see the mark 1-2 with a 4.32 ERA.
And this is my conversations in between starts with Tyler Skaggs. He just wants to get better command with his fastball to set up his curveball. He's got a lot of swing and misses throughout his career and even this season with that big curveball.
Gene Segura looks at a fastball for a strike. Mariner shortstop hitting .309. 20 doubles, a triple, 6 home runs, 33 runs batted in. No balls, 2 strikes. Skaggs' first start off the DEL against Oakland on the 5th. Took the loss, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, 4 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks through 83 pitches. Segura lines with a left on a 0-2 pitch.
Try to sneak a fastball inside on it, Victor, especially when you have a chance to bounce that breaker ball. Surprise, he went after him with a heater.
There's the defense for the Angels. Maven, Tronic, Calhoun in the outfield. Marte, Simmons on the left side. Coward and Crone on the right side of the infield. Maldonado behind the plate.
And Cole Calhoun out in a spacious outfield here at Safeco Field. 7 outfield assists this season. You go back to the last 4 years, 36 of them, which leads Major League right fielders as far as that category with outfield assists.
Seattle will run on occasion. 72 stolen bases on this season. They're led by the outfielder Gerard Dyson. Segura is second with 16. Valencia chops one to third. Marte over to Coward for 1. The relay to first in time, double play.
Exactly what you want after giving up an 0-2 base hit. Right back, 1 pitch, get 2 outs with that 1 pitch for Tyler Skaggs. Jeffrey Marte, 5-4-3 double play.
So base is clear for Robinson Cano. Mariners second baseman hitting .271. 19 home runs, 75 runs batted in. Takes downstairs. Looks like he was taken the whole way. He will lull you to sleep that way.
And he'll wait on a certain point in the game in which he's taken that first pitch a couple times, and then that 3rd time up, look out.
Cano with really good numbers against Skaggs, 6 for 12 in his career. The Angels shift with 3 infielders on the right side. Marte, the third baseman, at the shortstop position. Kind of going with the old George Brett Pine Tar jersey. Looks like he had an oil spill on his left shoulder.
Yes. Be a lot of pitchers tapping him on the back on the way out to the mound during the game. Hey, good job. I didn't do anything. Well, just in case you think about doing something well.
Royals a couple of years ago had a T-shirt giveaway, a George Brett Pine Tar T-shirt giveaway that had the proverbial pine tar stain on it. Genius.
That was.
2-1. Back up the middle, and that will go into center field for a 2-out base hit. Think about Cano. When you play a shift against him, he has the ability to do whatever he wants with the baseball. I mean, you really have to pitch into the shift.
You have to. I mean, he stays back on the baseball so well. He'll hit that ball the other way or back up the middle, but he also will get that bat head out quickly and turn on a ball and hit it out the right field. Well, we talked about in the opening, these two guys have great career numbers against the Angels. They already have a situation here for Tyler to try to get through this inning and put up a 0 against a hot hitter in Nelson Cruz.
284 batting average on the year. Good off-speed pitch.
Never a bad idea to throw Nelson Cruz curveballs. He has been all over a fastball this season. Cruz has. Batting average well over 300, but has struggled against a curveball.
Cruz leads the American League in runs batted in with 88. The top 10 in home runs. Bounced down the line, foul. 0-2. Oh, right through the 5-hole.
Mention those numbers for Nelson Cruz again against a fastball. 336 batting average with 17 home runs, though, but only 182 versus a curveball this season. And a good opportunity to bounce one now with your Tyler Skaggs, see if you get a swing and miss.
Breaking ball gets Cruz, and Skaggs picks up his first strikeout of the night. We'll head to the second with no score. '22nd, Rangers are in town. Fans in attendance get a Trout MVP bobblehead. The last in the series, courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino, while supplies last. For more information, just go to angels.com. As we start the second here at Safeco Field, Crone, Simmons, and Marte to face James Paxton, who retired the side in order. 3 ground ball outs to short. Crone hitting .251, 7 home runs, 29 runs batted in. 3-hit game yesterday with a single, double, and a home run. 2 runs batted in. He'll take ball 1.
That's 4 batters faced for Paxton so far in this game, and only 1 time he threw a first pitch strike. That is a firm fastball. He will throw that fastball upstairs. He will hit corners with the fastball. Throws a lot of them. 65% fastballs.
That's out toward deep left field. Crone is going to give the Angels a 1-0 lead. 6th home run of the season allowed by James Paxton. It's the 8th for CJ. 1-0 Halos.
And an off-speed pitch that CJ Crone jumped on. Talked about him in the opening also, how well he has swung the bat of late. Can carry this club, giving the Angels an early 1-0 lead with a home run. Solo shot to left center field. Upstairs, elevated all speed, and he was all over that pitch. CJ Crone now 8 home runs, 30 RBI on the season.
That ball had some sound to it. Simmons pops up the first pitch. Segura to the outfield grass will squeeze it 1 away. If there's one guy in this lineup that the Angels need to get hot down the stretch, CJ Crone certainly is one of those guys. Albert needs to kind of get back in the groove as well. He's had a tough season.
CJ is a guy that can carry a club when he's on one of those hot streaks like he's on right now. Marte's getting some fastballs from Paxton. Was really swinging the bat well in AAA with good power numbers of late. But all these lefties we're going to see in this series, very important batter also.
Marte gets straightened up by that fastball. Pardon me, Marte. 40th game of the season at the major league level. Hitting 176 with the Angels this year. 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Two balls, 2 strikes. Troy Scribner was set down to make room for Jeffrey.
Very good game for Scribner yesterday. Beating the Orioles.
2-2. Go back. And the thought for a second there that the follow through from Marte kind of grazed Zunino. Jeffrey's got a long follow through.
He's done that quite a bit this season.
Reaching for it. Cano has to come in on it. 2 down. Bases clear for Cole. Paxton on the mound. Cole gets dropped down to the number 7 spot of the order. 244 overall batting average. Paxton's been tough on everybody this year, righties and lefties. 218 batting average against, but left-handers have hit just 189 against him. Righties at 224. All 6 of the home runs that he's given up have been to right-handed batters.
Pretty impressive. Only 5 home runs allowed coming into this game with 113 in the 3rd innings pitch for Paxton. Even more impressive the swing that CJ Crone had against him on an off-speed pitch.
Flare down the line. Seager's not going to get there. Neither is Heredia. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, Heredia has made some unbelievable plays this season against the Angels. One to the wall and then an outstanding play in center field at the Big 8 earlier this year.
Chopper left side. Segura's been busy. It's all heck.
He's going to have to ice his arm down.
No doubt about it. 4 groundouts and a pop-up by Gene Segura, but the Angels take the early lead. C.J. Cron with a blast leading off the second. His 8th of the season gives the Angels a 1-0 leading as we head to the bottom of the second. Nothing on the Cron home run. Skaggs in the first inning gave up a couple of singles, but got a double play ball and a strikeout. So no damage against him. Now looking for that shutdown inning. It'll be Seager, Heredia, and Gamble coming up for Seattle. Seattle playing in its only homestand of the month of August, coming off a 9-game road trip through Texas, Kansas City, and Oakland. Seager takes outside for ball 1. Halo's in town for 4. The Orioles in for 3, and then that's it. 7 games at home in the month of August. Hang with them.
Yep.
Seager, Skaggs one to center. And I guess when you look at a 162-game schedule, everyone plays 81 at home, 81 on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Hate to break that to you.
Is that late breaking news?
It's factual news. Hashtag. 1 out. It's funny how the schedule breaks for some teams. You know, the Angels playing 92 games, most in baseball, prior to the All-Star break, and now making up for it with some off days. Guillermo Heredia, left fielder, will shoot one out to the alley in left center field. Nobody's going to get this one. Goes to the wall. Got to hurry up and get it back in because Heredia has good speed, but he'll stop at second with a 1-out double. 10th of the year.
Jumping on that pitch right away. Got a pitch to drive and hits it very well to left center field. 10th double. Middle down, and he drives it. One hops the wall. Trout gets it in quickly. You mentioned that Victor Heredia can run very, very well. And your look back to second now for Tyler Skaggs.
Ben Gamble, the right fielder. It's blocked by Maldonado. Gamble at 304. 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in. .304 batting average, 9th in the American League. We're looking to strike to even the count. Among rookie leaders, Major League Baseball rookies. First in average, third in runs, hits, and on-base percentage. Fifth in doubles.
Very patient hitter. Very good when he's ahead of the count.
There's the 1-2. Gamble chases the breaking ball. Martinez got to throw down to first. Strikeout completed, 2 outs.
He's had a tough time against that breaking ball. That mentioned his patience at the plate, but when he's behind in the count and has to deal with the breaking ball, he has struggled. Head of the count, he has dominated. Good breaking ball from Tyler. Expanded the strike zone, blocked well by Martin Maldonado to get an all-important second out here on a swing and miss.
So 2 outs already at second. Here's Zunino. Looks like he's ball almost gets away from Maldonado far enough anyway for Heredia to advance, but he doesn't. The saying about Zunino's hands, looks like he's got his hands a lot higher than the last time we saw him. 217 with 16 home runs, 43 runs batted in.
Remember early in the season we saw him, he was hitting the ball well the other way and up the middle, the right field.
But more upright too in his stance, it seems like. 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Usually you would think when your hands are up that high, you're looking for a middle in pitch and trying to turn on it.
Two for 20 so far in the month of August. Hit 188 in July. 2-0. There's a strike.
Good pitch, lower part of the strike zone.
Ready with a 1-out double stands at second. 1-0 Angels. You see the Cron home run. Good off-speed pitch. That'll even up the count.
Look at numbers this year for Tyler versus Tyler Skaggs. Fastball hitters have hit him with 300 clip. But against that curveball, though, just 186. He's got a good feel for that pitch. No home runs allowed on his curve.
Setting up inside. And he breaks his bat. Barrel gets Heredia in the leg. Marte throws out.
Yeah, that got him
Zunino
square on his leg.
Never saw it. He was running. And that barrel looked like it skipped off the grass and hit him on the back leg.
Hope that jagged edge didn't get him in the leg, though. Just the barrel of it.
3rd out of the inning. No damage. And a shutdown inning. Just take a look at that barrel flying toward the base runner.
Yeah, and hits him there in that back leg as he's running towards third base.
Greatest legends take the court in Los Angeles. First yard Lewis, Steven Jackson, Mike Bibby, and Al Harrington keep the action going in a 3-on-3 battle for the championship. The Big Three is changing the game Monday at 5 Pacific on FS1.
One thing about both pitchers, they do not waste any time. Right out, get to that baseball and try to attack the strike zone. Paxton and Skaggs.
Tiered foul. Whoa, that got into the camera well and hit the gentleman there. I believe the guy that it's on the home plate side camera well. Usually does the authenticating memorabilia. It looks like. Bernardo flares this foul. Hopefully he's all right. There he is. Oh, scary.
It's right on top of you so quickly.
Team takes low. Maldonado hitting .228. Swing through the off-speed pitch. Sanito applies the tag, and there's the first strikeout for Paxton. One away.
Stays on top. That sharp curveball that Paxton has. It was a curveball about 21% of the time. Cutter 11. Occasional changeup. There's the Maple Grove. The time he gets to that point where he gets a couple strikes, very similar to the King's Court when Felix Hernandez is dealing and healthy.
Except they chant A instead of K, with Paxton being from Canada. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And when Toronto comes into town here, this place is packed.
Everyone's chanting A.
Yes.
At that point, especially if Paxton's pitching.
Yes.
Ball, 2 strikes. Caleb hitting .357. 1 for 3 yesterday. Picked up an RBI. The base loaded walk. Two balls, 2 strikes. It's a really solid Seattle Mariners suit that dude's wearing out there. Right there. Like it with the hat and everything.
That is a good looking suit.
Kent French special.
Yes,
Howard goes down swinging, 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts. Top of the order now, Maybin coming to the plate. Camp grounded out to open up the game.
All of a sudden feeling that groove and getting that first pitch strike called.
Oh, 2. Jam fights it off. Angels with 1 hit. That was the Crone home run to open up the second. 1-0 Halos. 8th of the year, 30th run batted in for CJ. The 1-2. Just foul back.
Good battle here for Cameron Maybin, getting that pitch count out for Paxton. Pretty pitch efficient so far for the tall lefty. This 41 pitches thrown. Said he settles averages 99 pitches per game. So that's 6 or 7 innings. And then the bullpen in for Seattle.
Yeah, good numbers that Paxton has had against the Angels. 10th start of his career. 4-2 with a 2.04 ERA.
Going inside, looks like with a fastball. Somewhat of a late swing on that fastball, but fouled it off.
Trout on deck. 2 outs. A couple of strikeouts for Paxton to start this inning. 2-2. Just got a piece of it.
It's a solid at bat here for Cameron Maybin, regardless of which way it turns out. Next pitch will be the 9th pitch of this at bat for Maybin against Paxton. All pretty good pitches he's seen so far. Looking for that one mistake in this sequence.
Takes a called strike 3. Down goes Maybin. A little bit of a delayed call, but Paxton strikes out the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Angels up 1-0.
Is being brought to you by the all-new 2017 Subaru Impreza. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
1-0 Angels here in the bottom of the 3rd at Safeco Field, the opener of a 4-game series. Angels 2 back of the second wild card spot, currently held by these Seattle Mariners. Angels travel well, have been last couple of years, especially obviously since the emergence of the superstar that is Mike Trout.
And that was the fan that had the cotton candy. He was a big Cole Calhoun fan.
Yeah. What do you know?
The game again tonight.
He's everywhere. Dyson, Segura, and Valencia here in the 3rd. Dyson trying to bunt his way on, pops it up toward the dugout, but Crone's not going to get there. No balls and a strike. Dyson, the speedy center fielder, 248. 13 doubles, 3 triples, 5 home runs, and 28 runs batted in.
146 versus left-handed pitching, so you're going to see him try to do that throughout this night against Tyler Skaggs.
Dribbler up the line. Maldonado's going to have to hurry. That's a tough play. Martin got him. What a play by Martin Maldonado. 1 down.
And you wonder if Dyson's all right. A little shaken up going down that line, but what an outstanding play The only person who's got a shot at this play is Martin Maldonado. Bounces out of that catching position so well, and a firm throw to get Dyson. Call for sure the way that baseball got away, and down the line it was going to be an infield hit. Instead, perfect throw to get Dyson at first. Worked even better than a bunt. And Maldonado ready, perfect throw. Especially a good target set by C.J. Cron out away from the runner going down the line. Gets that out at first.
Segura had a base hit to lead off the bottom of the first. 1 for 1. One ball, one strike. Segura picked up in an offseason deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks, originally, of course, in the Angel system.
He can hit a fastball. That's a good swing and a fastball this season. .323 batting average versus fastball is pretty solid against a curveball also. Straight up .300 versus a curveball. It's a very good hitter that uses the entire field.
Led the National League last year in hits with 203. 1-2. Fouled back.
Good cut.
Mariners sending Ketel Marte, the shortstop, and Taijuan Walker to the Arizona Diamondbacks as part of the package. Included Segura, then they gave Segura an extension earlier this year. Five-year deal. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to chase that break a ball in the dirt.
Danny Valencia's on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. He walked him. First free pass issued by Skaggs. Man on with an out. Danny Valencia, the first baseman, 0 for 1, grounded out to a double play in the first.
That was his 14th double play he's rolled into. The one thing Tyler has struggled with, especially over the last couple of seasons, is preventing a stolen base. Segura may be on the move, especially after that last at bat where Valencia grounded into a double play. Segura with 16 stolen bases, but caught 7 times though.
Valencia came in batting .270 with 13 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Splitting time now at first base with Yonder Alonso, whom Seattle just acquired from Oakland. What about? By the way, Will Little calling the balls and strikes tonight. Jeff Kellogg, the crew chief, at first. James Hoy at second. Chris Siegel over at third. Umpiring crew for this weekend series. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Segura at first. 1-2. Look at some of the scores around baseball. Kansas City lost to St. Louis. They just got swept by the Cardinals. I-70 series. 8-6 the final. Tampa Bay won 4-1. Minnesota currently leading Milwaukee 7-2. The wheels came off on the Brewers big time. And Baltimore and Oakland tied at 1 at the Coliseum, the 3rd inning. All those teams involved in this wild card race.
Yeah, Milwaukee now in third place in the NL Central. That is bunched up that division. Pittsburgh in fourth place. They're only 3.5 back of Chicago.
Don't sleep on the Cardinals, man.
They are swinging the bats right now.
They've won 6 straight now. 8 of their last 10.
Won all 4 games against Kansas City. 2 in Kansas City and both in St. Louis.
Royals now at 500, 57-57. 1-2 again. Valencia chops this one towards Simmons. Flips it to Cow with the glove. Fires to first and don't get him. What a play by Simba just to get that lead runner in Segura. You'll take that exchange.
Yeah, exactly. What a play by Simmons. So much fun to watch him play each and every day. It's going to be a close play. Mike Scioscia's taking a look at this, see if Crone kept his foot on the base. He's thinking about Chow. No, he's going to pass on it. That was real close.
Yeah, I think the foot got there just before the ball nestled in. He did keep the foot on there, by the way.
Well, what a play by Andrelton Simmons again.
There's Cano. He'll swing first pitch. Out toward left center. Trout coming in, puts it away. There's the third out. So we'll head to the 4th inning. Trout to lead things off with the Angels leading at 1-0.
Here the top of the 4th. Now it's time for the driver's seat, brought to you by the new 2017 Kia Sorento. Top on-base percentage in the AL since the All-Star break. Trout at the top. Andrelton Simmons, 4th best in the America League. So you got 2 Astros and 2 Angels, top 4 as far as on-base percentage since coming back from the All-Star break.
Trout grounded out at his first inning at bat. He'll take a strike to start off his 4th inning plate appearance. Paxton struck out the side of the 3rd. 3 strikeouts, 1 hit. That was the home run to Crone. One. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, Trout is 3 for 23 in his career versus Paxton.
Ground ball to short. 1 away.
It's the 125 batting average for Trout against Paxton. Don't see that too often against Trout, especially with that many at bats. 2 ground ball out so far.
5th ground ball that Segura has fielded already tonight. 1 pop-up.
After the game, both Paxton and Segura will be running in there for bags of ice for their shoulder.
Albert grounded out to score in the 1st. Paxton working on a 7-game win streak. 7 starts going back to July the 2nd against the Angels. As Albert shoots one out to right field, gambles there. 2 outs.
C.J. Cron coming to the plate. Take a look at their Hyundai key for this game today against Seattle, and Paxton. A little Nirvana, heart-shaped box. Got a pitch right down the heart of the plate. Not many mistakes for Paxton this season, so you got to jump on it when he makes a mistake at the heart of the plate. And that's exactly what C.J. Cron did his first at bat.
Up and in, down and away.
Isn't that what the old scouting report used to be?
On everybody.
Yes.
Pitch it back inside. 2-1. That's a pitch that's kind of given CJ a little bit of trouble, especially with men in scoring position, but he's done a better job of it of late. 2-1 pitch.
He was right on that pitch. That was pretty close to the heart of the plate again.
A chance going up the Maple Grove in left field. Oh, pops it foul.
Pretty good coverage on that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. A little bit off the outside corner for C.J. Cron.
Good battle here, and that's inside. Full count. Payoff pitch, and he walked it.
It's a good at bat again for Cron.
2-out walk, first one issued by Paxton. Brings up Simmons. Andrelton popped out in the 2nd.
So good over those last 18 games for Andrelton Simmons.
Valencia holding Cron on at first base. Play by Zunino. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You see what you're seeing from the Angels hitters against Paxton, because he's a guy that loves to get in that quick rhythm. They're just stepping out, looking down at a sign. There's more than likely no sign being put on in this situation, but is trying to slow down Paxton. Hope he can make a mistake.
1-1. That's driven out to deep left field. No doubter. Simba goes deep. 3-0 Angels. You talk about bum rushing a fastball.
It is World Lion Day after all, and Simba goes yard. 2-run home run for Andrelton Simmons. 12th of the season, 52 RBI for Simba. And it's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Set the tone, set the rhythm, got a fastball hard to the plate, and a 2-run shot. Getting that barrel out, way out for Andrelton Simmons. 2 home runs allowed for Paxton in this game. Coming into game 5 all season.
A 2-out walk to Crone set up Simmons' plate appearance. And again, another one with some serious sound off Paxton. Marte lifts one out to right. Gamble moving over toward the foul line. So he's got some room. Makes the catch for the 3rd out, but the walk to Crone was followed up by Simba's blast. 12th of the year to give the Angels a 3-0 lead.
Boy, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, but not located well. Barrel of the bat, Andrelton Simmons, 12th home run, 2-run shot.
Long balls, C.J. Crone, Andrelton Simmons. Solo shot for C.J., 2-run shot for Simba. 3-0 Halos here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tyler Skaggs back to work. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. He's going to get Cruz, Seager, and Heredia here in the 4th for Seattle.
Got Cruz to chase a curveball out of the strike zone the first at bat.
Borderline pitch. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
Aggressive 2-0 swing for Cruz. Good spot on that pitch from Tyler Skaggs.
2 balls, 2 strikes. So far, Tyler under control. Has worked both sides of the plate well.
Elevated when need be. Fastball downstairs has been effective also. Right back with another fastball. Wonder if he gives a shot right now with his curveball, try to get him to expand and swing something in the dirt again.
Full count. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ruiz for the second time tonight. 1 down.
Almost like he was anticipating a break ball. Got a fastball by him twice in that sequence, up and away from Skaggs. Ruiz unable to bring those hands up and make contact. Tried to pull that pitch away, but it was by him at 93.
Here's Seager.
We can.
He'll look at a strike. Kyle hit a fly ball to center field to second. .258 batting average with 17 home runs, 60 runs batted in. Almost got hit by that pitch.
Almost tried to turn into that curveball. If you're going to get hit with a pitch, that would be the one to be hit by. He's smiling. By the way, that's Corey's brother.
Just ask him.
Talked about that on the pregame show. The nicknames on the back of jerseys. His nickname, Corey's brother.
Blocked by Maldonado, 2-1.
His home run totals by the Seager brothers since the start of last year, very close. Kyle, the older brother, leading by 2.
Two-one pitch. Opens up the count. Already the left fielder on deck. Full count, back-to-back batters. Down to a 3-2 count on.
Third full count this evening for Tyler Skaggs. Chase looked like it would be ball 4.
Simmons playing up the middle. Another payoff pitch to Seager. He'll strike out swinging high fastball. Talk about climbing the ladder. 2 down.
Well, punch outs in a row on 4-seam fastballs upstairs for Tyler Skaggs. 93. So pretty consistent velocity on his fastball. His fastball average around 90-94. Curveball and changeup, those coming in the game, 33% pitches curveballs, but his fastballs had real good life so far today, Victor.
But because he's been able to pitch all 4 quadrants so far, you get guys to expand and not able to lay off that pitch. Caught the outside part of the plate.
They were trying to go up and in on him. Remember, Reddy had doubled on a first pitch, his first at bat.
Good miss.
Again, going back to what we talked about so often, that 0-1 fastball inside is an effective pitch because you can go back inside again, or you go away, or you go soft with a curveball. Changeup. Maldonado went old Tony Pena there.
Did Manny Sanguillen beat him to the punch?
Yeah, he might
before Tony.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who would swing at anything thrown out of the hand, Sanguillen was swinging every pitch.
Good pitch.
I mean, he could hit.
Yeah.
But you could throw a ball almost in the dugout and he was going to make contact with it. He was Vlad before Vlad almost. Not quite the numbers of Vlad Guerrero, but he had a zone where anything thrown out of the pitcher's hand, Manny Sanguillen, he was hacking.
You don't hack, you go back. 2-2. Wicked ball. All three batters has gone to a full count on. He's picked up a couple of strikeouts so far. 3-0 Angels. We're in the bottom of the fourth.
Each time in that 3-2 count, he's going with the fastball, high fastball. Already able to foul that one off, but still late on the swing. Of course, in that big part of the yard here for a right-handed batter against Skaggs going away on that 3-2 count. Good decision.
Gamble on deck. 3-2, and he walked him. So 2-out walk. Second free pass issued by Tyler. So Gamble will come to the play with a man on. Reddy has been on board twice now. And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. The last thing you want to do, too, Gibby, is get extended here as far as pitches. He's about to throw a 60th pitch as we play here in the fourth.
And he's going to be on a pitch count, probably around that 90-95 range.
Those deep counts will do that to you.
So unusual to see Gamble swinging the first pitch. He doesn't do that often. I think it came down to what he had to do and deal with Skaggs' first at bat with that hard breaker ball to get a swing and miss. Anticipating first pitch fastball, let it go, but no contact.
Out towards center, not very deep. Trout has to race in, dives, and he got it. Trout makes the diving catch and robs Gamble of a bloop single and keeping this inning going.
And Trout had a great jump on this little flare from Gamble. The read and the good slide in there, especially with that hand. It had surgery on it. It's outstanding play. In the top of the fifth. So far, dealing tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. Tyler Skaggs getting some help. The read off the bat. Mike Trout with that closing speed, that quick step. The read, the head is still, the eyes right on the baseball, and making sure he puts a lot of that pressure and weight on his chest and not that thumb that he had surgery on earlier this year.
James Paxton back to work. 3 strikeouts, all occurring in the 3rd inning, facing Cole Calhoun. It's the bottom 3rd of the order for the Angels here in the 5th. Calhoun, Maldonado, and Coward against the big lefty, big maple as they call him. Cole grounded out his first plate appearance. 1-1. Paxton, a 4th round pick by Seattle in 2010, and at the University of Kentucky. Teammates with Angels pitcher Alex Meyer there in 2009.
They play basketball too?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Some height.
You would think that Calipari at least would have asked the question, right? You guys interested?
Yes.
Who spells Cole
6'9",
with a K?
whatever, 6'8". You know what Alex is? That's 6'8".
I think 6'9".
6'9". Ground ball. Cano far to his right. That ball hit the lip of the grass and pops over his head. That'll go for an infield base hit.
Well, you can see where the dirt is in the grass. That's what the things you run into. When you put a shift on, you put an infielder in the outfield. He was getting in position to backhand that ground ball, but hits that lip of the grass where the dirt ends and it jumps over his head. See how it hits that lip of the grass and then jumps over the head, ends up being a base hit.
You know, I know Robbie's got a pretty strong arm, especially that sidearm whip that he's got. That would have been an interesting play if he comes up with it. Well, because as far right as he had to go.
And he's going to be off balance too on the throw. And as a hitter, you're sensing I got an infield hit.
0-1 count on Martin. Punched down to lead off the 3rd.
I was talking to Dino Ebel about running on Paxton. The Angels had a really successful homestand in this entire season running. It's a very, very difficult to steal against Paxton. Very quick to the plate. See how quick he is, kind of like a Cliff Lee as far as quick to the plate. Not a great move to first base, but he's so quick to the plate. Zunino has had his troubles throwing out base runners this year, only 19%. But that quickness to the plate for Paxton makes it more difficult for anyone to try to run against him.
One-two count. And as a catcher, you're really at the mercy of the pitcher on the mound as far as the running game. You can only do so much. Some guys are blessed with a terrific throwing arm like Martin Maldonado, others with unbelievable releases. Martin goes down swinging on the on-speed pitch. 1 away.
With that strikeout, James Paxton with his 4th strikeout of the game. Now it's time for the cold hard facts, brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. James Paxton has been very good. 7 straight wins at ERA under 1.60. Tied to Seattle record for most consecutive wins with Scott Bankhead and Jamie Moyer.
Scott Bankhead.
Oh, my old teammate. Traded for Danny Chartable back in the day.
First, Cole's back.
Former 1st round pick for Kansas City, Scott Bankhead out of
He was?
North Carolina. By the way, great golfer.
Starting pitchers, plenty of time. Work it once every 5 days.
Oh, I think Bankhead went to college with Davis Love III back in the day.
Davis went to UNC, huh?
He was good friends with him. I know that. So
he's from Sea Island, Georgia. Right there, close by.
A few good athletes out of North Carolina, I think.
Yeah, a couple. Coward fouls it off. Caleb struck out in the 3rd inning. Minnesota has picked up the victory tonight against Milwaukee. Season high 5th in a row.
Now 1 game over 500, passing Kansas City in the AL Central.
1-2. Keep in mind the Angels are done with Kansas City, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, New York. They have one more series against Baltimore. Baltimore just behind the Angels right now.
It's going to be a lot of fun, this wild card, all the way to the end of the season.
Bauer down swinging. 2 outs. So Calhoun still at first base, and here comes Cameron Maybin.
Big curveball from Paxton. Well, you look at the secondary pitches and the success the hitters have had or have not had against him this season. 185 batting average versus his secondary pitches. Although C.J. Cron homered on one of those secondary pitches his first at bat. Worked a very good 2-out walk his second at bat before Anderson Simmons hit a 2-run home run.
Maybin 0 for 2. Ground ball to short. Struck out looking into third.
See, there's that move. Not a great move at first, but when you're that quick to the plate, you don't have to have a great move. The only thing you could do as a base runner is anticipate a break ball. Go with those counts. There's reads in that as far as when they'll throw a break ball.
He's behind now at 2-0. 79 pitches thrown by the big lefty. Through 4 2/3. Mentioned that it's a guy that basically goes about 6 innings.
Maybe
on
it's made him
average.
work a lot today in this game so far.
He had a prolonged plate appearance in the third before striking out.
He was looking to hit that one out. He got a pretty good pitch to do some damage to that baseball. Right down the heart. Good swing on a 2-0 count for Cameron Maybin.
Two. Check in on Cole. Lead off infield base hit, I guess you want to call it that. Helped out by the infield grass.
That was
actually outfield grass.
That is an infield or outfield hit.
Two.
Another solid at bat here for Maybin against Paxton. Next pitch will be number 83. So he's averaged 99 per game. See how many pitches he has seen so far. 17.
Cole takes off. 3-2. Bouncer back up the middle. Sneak through for a base hit. Calhoun will head to third. So Trout will get an opportunity here with 2 outs. And runners at the corners here to try to extend a 3-0 lead.
Solid at bat, rewarded with a base hit up the middle for Cameron Maybin. Pitch on the outer part of the plate went right back up the middle. Solid at bat. Ends up being a hit through the middle. First and third for Trout.
Now Stoudemire out for his first visit.
I think this go out to refresh him, say this guy at the plate now, he's pretty good.
But as you mentioned, he's had good numbers in his career against Trout. He's got him tonight twice to ground out to Segura. So Mike's 0 for 2, but he's got Calhoun at third and Maben at first.
And I like what Cole did with his aggressive running going to third. When you look at Paxton, though, 13 wild pitches, so he can overthrow that slider. When you're facing a guy like Trout at the plate, you don't want to make a mistake, so you're going to throw that slider a little bit harder. You're going to try to locate your fastball a little bit more so, a little more velocity behind. You have a tendency to overthrow those pitches.
A 1. Nice play by Zunino. Mislocation there by Paxton.
Yeah, it's one of those overthrown fastball, 97. Zunino wanted that fastball away, just like the first pitch. Ended up being down and in.
Here's the 1-1. Trout jam, fouls it off. 1-2. 98-mile-per-hour fastball up and in.
And Trout making that sign to stay middle part of the field on a fastball like that. Trout's strong enough to flare that ball in the right field and that fastball in.
Valencia holding Maben on at first. The 1-2. That's popped out to right field. Gamble a long run toward the foul line. He's there, crosses into foul territory, and the Angels leave a couple of men on. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 Angels. Brought to you by your SoCal Chevy dealers. Find new roads as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Angels up by the score of 3-0. 8-9-1 coming up for Seattle. This is the opening game of a 4-game set. A couple of long balls. Cron a solo shot. And Andrelton Simmons a 2-run shot to give Skaggs a little breathing room. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks for Tyler. Mike Zunino steps to the plate to lead things off. Month of June, 304. As a matter of fact, they called it Junino. That's how good that month of June was for Mike. He's cooled off since then. As a matter of fact, he got off to a slow start. Ended up getting sent down to AAA in May. Only played in 11 big league games. Then came back up, was a different guy in June.
It's amazing those numbers for the month of June as far as the RBI. And we talked about it a little bit earlier. You see that 31. So over the last 100 seasons for RBI for an AL catcher. Good slow curveball, 75. And talked about the difference tonight as compared to where he was back in April. Laying that bat on the shoulder, hands closer together, elbows close together, higher stance, straight up and down. Unable to catch up to that high fastball, though.
Yeah, he went from that 304 in June and cooled off considerably to 188 in July. And now 2 for 22 so far in the month of August with his 0 for 2 tonight.
Skaggs with 5 strikeouts in the game. His last 3 strikeouts have all been high fastballs. 2 strikeouts earlier on his breaking ball. And always be aware of a potential drag bunt here with Dyson at the plate.
If it were Tyson, you have to watch your ears.
Yes.
Not once, but twice.
Certainly got to be aware of that first round also.
Oh, he punches one the other way. It's a base hit. Pretty good piece of hitting right there. That is a little frustrating.
Yes. But you have a little better chance to do so on a slow breaker ball. Just kind of try to slap it that way. And that's exactly what he was trying to do. So he stayed back. Was off the plate. But because of the speed of the pitch, he was just looking to make contact. Gets that through the hole between short and third. And you got to believe he is going to be on the move right away.
Yeah, 27 stolen bases, been caught 6 times. He got Segura at the plate. Been on board twice with a single and a walk. As much as you want to pay attention to Dyson, you don't want to make a mistake to Segura, who could leave the ballpark at any point. Chopper towards short. Simmons comes in, plays a short hop to Coward for 1. The relay back in time. Inning-ending double play.
That was an outstanding double play because that was a very difficult hop that Andrelton Simmons made look easy, and a perfect feed in between. Feed over to Coward with his strong throwing arm. 6-4-3 double play.
Angels Baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by Hyundai. There's no better time to buy a new Hyundai than now. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit buyhyundai.com.
Beautiful night for the opener of this 4-game set here in Seattle. Angels with the power of the long ball, 2 of them to be exact, have a 3-0 lead against James Paxton as we start the 6th inning.
That double play huge for Tyler Skaggs too. This is an 8-pitch inning. I'd love to see Albert get rolling.
Albert 0 for 2 with a ground ball to short and a fly ball to right. Ground ball to second. One down. C.J. Cron coming to the plate. This is what he did back in the second inning.
It's a break ball hard to the plate, and he jumped all over that one, way out to left center field. Walked his second at bat, 2 runs scored for Cron tonight.
Home run and a walk, 2 runs scored. Fastball for a strike. Pitch the 90th, thrown by Paxton. A little looper. When you're going good, everything falls in for you. On board 3 times, a 1-out single.
Strong enough as an outfielder. You're going to play deep against Cron. That fights that one off, runs it inside, but still ends up with a base hit. Cron now 7 for his last 11.
Home run that Anderson hit in the 4th inning. His 12th of the year. Most by an Angels shortstop since Dick Schofield had 13 in 1986.
Well, what a perfect swing once again. And when you talk to Anderson Simmons and anybody around him, he is working so hard every day, hitting in the cages. Obviously early batting practice, regular batting practice, looking and trying to figure out what pitch Paxton would try to get him out with. And he was ready for that fastball, worked on that before the game today, jumped all over that for a 2-run home run. Most home runs since 2013 for Simmons. And you mix in the fact that he also has 27 doubles. 2 triples.
Count even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angels with 3 runs on 5 hits. They've left 2 men on base, and that was in the 5th. Seattle with no runs, 4 hits, no errors, stranded 4. A battle of lefties. Paxton, Skaggs. So far, Skaggs with the advantage. Cron over at first. Now the 2-2. Bouncer. Weakly hit. Cron. As they will disrupt the throw of Gene Segura. Unable to do so. What an arm by the Mariners shortstop. As the Angels hit into an inning-ending double play.
And he had to get a lot on that throw to complete a 4-6-3 double play. The quick flip from Cano. Segura. A lot on that throw to just get Simmons at first.
This is the beginning of a long road trip for the Angels. 4 against Seattle, then an off day Monday in D.C. Night game on Tuesday, day game on Wednesday against the Nationals. Another off day before taking on the Baltimore Orioles, and then returning home. A nice stretch of games once again. 4 against Texas, 3 against Houston, and 3 against the Oakland Athletics. As you see, Cliff Pennington taking over at second base for Jeffrey Marte. So Cliff will lead things off, and because he's playing second, Coward moves over to third. 2, 3, 4 coming up against Tyler Skaggs here in the bottom of the 6th. Valencia, Cano, and Cruz. Valencia takes a strike. Double play ball in the first, and fielder's choice in the third. 0 for 2.
Good slow curveball from Skaggs. He's faced 20 batters, 11 first pitch strikes.
.72 pitches thrown by Tyler so far. 2-1 to Valencia. 3-1. And he walked it. Not what you want to do with this part of the order coming up. Third free pass. They join the Angels Friday, August 25th. Houston Astros in town. Fans in attendance will receive a Nolan Ryan bobblehead courtesy of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf while supplies last. For more information, just go to angels.com.
Skaggs has got 2 ground ball double plays turned behind him so far tonight. 6th time double play has been turned behind him this season. Wells Nagy on the phone down to the bullpen now. Big batter right now for Skaggs, the guy who's had success against him. And that last at bat, Cano swinging at the first pitch, flied out to center.
Takes ball 1. Some movement in the Angels bullpen. As good as Skaggs has been, every game down the stretch now, very important. You got to pick up W's when you can. Worry about tomorrow. Cano 1 for 2. 1-1.
Cano didn't like that call from Will Little.
And I've been waiting for you in the. I couldn't make it.
One. Bouncer towards second. Pennington to Simmons for 1. Back to first in time. Third double play turned by the Angels tonight. 2 outs.
A nice turn. Cliff Pennington is getting into the ball game. A good feed over to Andrelton Simmons. A 4-6-3 double play. 3 double plays turned. The pitcher's best friend. It's been very friendly to Tyler Skaggs. Breaking ball. Cano out in front. Perfect pitch to get that ground ball double play.
Two outs, bases clear, just like you like it. And Coward.
Wow.
Olay, how we doing? That ball found Caleb Coward.
Wow.
Makes it look good, and it's the 3rd out of the inning.
He looked like a goalie making a save on a slap shot. What a play by Coward. A 1 pitch out. Finish off the inning.
Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by the Ram Rebel. Make the most of your summer at the Ram Summer Clearance Event going on now.
Top of the 7th here in Seattle. The Angels with a 3-0 lead. James Paxton back out to start the 7th. The Angels have Pennington, Calhoun, and Maldonado coming up. Cliff starting that nice double play off the bat of Robinson Cano. Fresh into the game. This is Marte's spot in the order. Jeffrey, turn of the lineup today. 0 for 2. The ground down to fly ball to right. Pennington takes a strike.
And put it in perspective, Tyler Skaggs had 4 double plays turned behind him all year, 3 tonight. None of them real easy either.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pennington 245 batting average on the season. 9 for 30 from the right side. Takes outside, 1-2. Some action now in the Mariner pen. With Paxton about to throw his 100th pitch of the evening. One-two.
Jammed him in a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Still great velocity on the fastball. And that was pitch number 100 for Paxton.
Pennington goes down swinging. Zunino on to first base to complete the punch out.
Go back to my Hyundai key for this game to be successful against Paxton. Hasn't made many mistakes. That heart-shaped box looking for a couple pitches in the heart of the plate. He's made 2 mistakes, 2 home runs against him. One by C.J. Cron, the other by Andrelton Simmons, a 2-run home run.
Cole with a base hit his last time up. That's that ball that hit the outfield grass, the rim of the outfield. With Cano in the shift, ball just bounced over his head. Looked like the top hand came off that swing for Cole. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Has really been effective lately hitting the ball the other way. Seattle not as much of a shift as we saw Baltimore play against Cole, but I think part of it is Paxton's fastball, 97-98, chance you're going to be a little bit late on it. Well, you have 2 infielders on that left side of the infield.
That's that type of swing you were talking about going up the middle the other way. Such a difficult thing, for a lefty batter. Gets a tough lefty pitcher is to let the ball travel.
Yeah, because you want to jump out as quick as you can,
yeah.
Especially that firm of a fastball. Cole, decent numbers in his career versus Paxton. Now 8 for 30. Pretty good hack at that hanging breaking ball.
Full count. Kind of an odd time for Zunino to go out. Something's wrong with Paxton.
Wrong with Paxton.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Zunino recognizing that right away.
Well, like I've said at the beginning of this game, Paxton has remained healthy for the most part this season.
And Zunino saw something right away on that high delivery of the breaking ball. And it looks like he's pointing like it towards his pec muscle.
He's had something going on with him every year. Last year he made just a total of 20 starts. This is his 20th start this year.
See that elevated pitch and not comfortable. You see a pitcher walking around the mound like that, and then he's going right to that pec muscle area. And Zunino saw that right away. That's a good decision for Seattle. Rick Griffin, their trainer.
I mean,
very good one. Noticed something too.
That could be as little as a little cramp.
It could be
at this point at over 100 pitches.
How many pitches he's had.
Right, exactly. 107 pitches, but smart move considering all the injuries that they've had this year. With Felix out now for a while with the bursitis in the shoulder, to make sure that Paxton is all right. No need to stress him out here with a 3-2 count. So they've already had action in their bullpen. So they're going to make a change here. Scout Service is on the mound. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Pitching change. We're in the 7th inning. Angels up 3-0. For the last family Sunday of the season, presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink. Visit the Gate 5 Courtyard for fun activities, and after the game, kids in attendance get to run the bases. For more information, just go to angels.com. A pitching change here in the 7th, an injury change. So Casey Lawrence gets plenty of time, although he thought he was the one that was already warming up out there, but he comes into the game. He was a waiver claim from the Toronto Blue Jays earlier this season. And he'll be pitching in his 11th game with Seattle. 1-0 with a 5.32 ERA. Overall in the season, 14 major league games, 1-3 with a 6.57 ERA. He'll come in with a 3-2 count on Cole Calhoun. With one out here, the 7th, Maldonado on deck.
Yeah, his fastball is a sinking fastball. It's going to be 89-93 range. He'll throw a curveball, slider, changeup.
Cole strikes out swinging. 2 outs.
It's got to be difficult as a hitter. You're having a long at bat against a pitcher, and all of a sudden the pitcher comes in the middle of your at bat, goes from a lefty to a righty. One pitch, strikeout.
Here's Martin Maldonado with 2 outs. Martinez struck out twice.
Going for the golden sombrero, eh?
1-2. Nobody warming as of yet for the Angels. I'd imagine Skaggs goes back out, and once he gets on the mound, somebody will start loosening alongside, just in case.
Yeah, got a couple lefties. 2 out of 3 batters are left-handed batters. Seager and Gamble already in the middle, right-handed batter.
Lawrence, a 29-year-old, McSherrystown, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Do you know where that's at?
No.
No. That's where he grew up. Went to Albright College in Reading. Non-drafted free agent.
Whoa. Whoa. The Joey Lawrence.
Yeah.
From Philadelphia, by the way.
You're claiming Joey, huh?
Yep.
Full count off the plate. Cowart's on deck. Three-two. Maldonado pulls it foul. Oh, what a play. That was awesome.
Some high fives. Old school Seattle hat. What a play, and able to control that baseball. Some happy fans around him too that he made that play.
And he walked him. So 2-out walk, and it'll bring up Cowart. By the way, in case you're wondering, Lawrence gets credited with the strikeout of Calhoun. If he'd walked him, it'd been
Paxton's
walk. No stress there.
No.
Caleb 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Mariners shift on him. 3 infielders on the right. He will look at a strike.
Good hack at that slider there from Cowart against Lawrence.
Oh, 2. Oh, life on that fastball.
Getting a lot of room on that left side of the infield, especially if it's something away against Cowart. Punch that ball to left field. If the camera may have been a shot with 2 on.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lawrence been a starter. It's signing with Toronto back in 2010. More relief work this year, especially at the major league level. Well, he did make 2 starts for the Blue Jays this year. Maldonado at first base. 2 outs. We're in the 7th. Angels up 3-0. Full boat. Give Maldonado a head start from first. Martin with a running start. 3-2. Bouncer off the glove. Redirected, but Segura's there with the shift on. Coward retires for the 3rd out. Stretch time at Seattle. The Angels up 3-0 in the opener of this 4-game set. Your #1 mobile app for live Angels baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Angels home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Tyler Skaggs is indeed back out for the bottom of the 7th inning. Seager, Heredia, and Gamble coming up. A 3-0 Angels lead. C.J. Cron gave the Angels a 1-0 lead with his 8th home run leading off the 2nd against James Paxton. And then Paxton, with 2 outs, walked Cron in the 4th inning. And Andrelton Simmons delivered with a 2-run shot of his own. His 12th of the year, and that's where we stand right now as far as the scoring is concerned. Five strikeouts, 3 walks for Tyler. Seager's 0 for 2, a fly ball to center and a punch out. One ball, 1 strike. As expected, the Angels have action going. Blake Parker beginning to loosen. Reaching for it, little soft liner. Simmons is there. 1 out.
And Tyler Skaggs has been very good, getting some dangerous hitters in this lineup. Take a look at these good breaking balls. He had Nelson Cruz looking fastball, a couple swing and misses on curveballs, then right away coming back to that 4-seam fastball. Cruz, Seager upstairs, back-to-back fastballs up. Zunino, fastball up, unable to catch up to that heater of Tyler Skaggs, who has been very impressive tonight.
Heredia doubled in his first plate appearance in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. 1 for 1. 4 hits for Seattle, 5 for the Angels. Foul back. Pulled down the line. That's a pretty good piece of hitting. That was a fastball out of the strike zone. Heredia in at second with his second double of the game.
You have that pretty quick hands to be able to bring your hands up on a fastball up and in. That's about letter high, turns on it, lines it down the line. How quick he was able to bring the hands in, shorten up a swing, and gets it by Cowher down the line for a second double on base all 3 times tonight. Socha with the lefty at the plate.
He's going to go to the bullpen. With Ben Gamble coming up, Mike Socha is going to opt to take Skaggs out of the game and bring in Blake Parker. Interesting choice. But a pitching change here in the 7th, the first for the Angels, as Blake Parker enters the ballgame. Halos up 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th.
This is being brought to you by GMC.
Pitching change here in the bottom of the 7th. Angels up 3-0. And we're trying to figure out why Soch taking Tyler Skaggs out of the game. Gamble's 0 for 2 against Skaggs with a strikeout, a fly ball to center. And a well pitched game under control. Just gave up a 1-out double. So man at second. Blake Parker takes over. This will be his 55th game, 3-2 record, a 2.52 ERA. Cowher in on the grass at third.
And that's twice in a row Gamble has swung on the first pitch. When you look at percentages of him swinging at the first pitch, 14.5% of the time he'll swing on the first pitch. 7th least as far as attacking first pitch for Gamble, but twice tonight.
No balls, 2 strikes. Gamble's never faced Parker. 1-2. Mariners made the announcement that James Paxton came out of the game with a pectoral strain.
Gamble having a solid season for Seattle, but just 179 batting average with 2 strikes. See if Parker can continue that trend here against Gamble.
Pull foul out in front of the splitter. Both teams with 5 hits.
They'll try to run a fastball up.
Got him to bounce one back. Parker looked at third, but go ahead and take the out.
Yeah,
Second one.
That's all you're looking for is outs at this point of the game. Part of that reason where Maldonado put his glove up high to make Gamble, just in case he was looking back, or Heredia would tell him potentially high pitch, gets a split finger fastball out in front and a roller, slow roller back to Parker at the mound to get the second out.
Nothing visible from Maldonado as far as pointing to first, but I guarantee you he's hollering from behind that mask. 1-1-1-1-1 all the way.
Early in the game, yes. Late in the game, you're looking for outs, and especially when you have a lead.
Yonder Alonso is going to pinch hit here and face Blake Parker.
And that conversation now with Parker is Alonso, very, very good, very, very aggressive on the first pitch when he puts it in play.
1 for 1 in his career against Parker. Zunino finishes the night going 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
.583 batting average on the very first pitch when put in play by Alonso. So it's got to be a quality first pitch, located well.
All-star this year for the first time. Just picked up. He'll take the breaking ball for a strike. He has cooled off considerably.
That was a quality first pitch.
Yep. Alonso has been on a steady decline since May when he hit 303 that month. 267 in June, 227 in July, 188 the month of August. 3 for 16 so far this month. He's got a man at third with 2 outs. We're in the 7th. Breaks his bat, rolls it foul. The barrel goes flying toward the second base position. 0-2.
We saw that the other day when J.C. Ramirez got hit with a broken bat on his shoulder area. Heredia got hit with a broken bat running from second to third. I mean, that bat was shattered. See how far that barrel of the bat ends up. Trying to beat the shift.
Go 2, he lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. They wanted an appeal, did not go. Chris Siegel, the third base umpire, saying he did not.
It's pretty close. See if he crossed the plate. No, he was able to hold up. Good call.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Heredia with a 1-out double standing at third base. Dyson on deck. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Alonso. Parker gets the job done.
That is a nasty, nasty split finger fastball. Blake Parker, who wore that Laker uniform yesterday, Tyler Skaggs, Laker uniform, both dealing tonight.
Weekend series at Safeco Field as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Ken French back with you. Don't forget, following the game, it's Angels Live presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers with myself and Jose Mota. But before the post-game show, I had to make a stop at the Museum of Pop Culture in downtown Seattle. Opened back in 2000. They have exhibits covering pretty much everything from video games to music, of course, to rock and roll. Mark Langston, big music buff, he's going to take a tour with me of this museum in an upcoming pregame show this weekend. But until then, we send it back inside to Victor and Mark.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie. And
He rocked that segment.
he is the man on the move. He's everywhere.
He is everywhere.
Carlos Ruiz takes over behind the plate. Or Mike Zunino, who's pinch hit for by Yonder Alonso. Top of the order for the Angels here in the 8th. Maben, Trout, and Pujols against Lawrence, who came in and finished off the 7th. Maben 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the 5th. One and two. Take a look at the in-game box score for the Angels. Just 5 hits. Cron with 2 of them. He's been on board 3 times with a walk and that home run. Also a single. Simmons with a home run. That's the scoring in this game.
Anticipating being a well-pitched game, and it has been. The Angels solid defensively tonight also.
John 0 for 3. Looking to strike. John 2 for 4 against Lawrence. 2 doubles.
Looking for some insurance runs here. Trout could put an insurance run on the board quickly with that bat he has, and as hot as he's been.
That's off the plate, but called a strike, 2-2. Ruiz set up outside. Check swing foul. This location.
Trout laughing as that foul ball towards Alfredo Griffin. Going back inside.
Full count. Pujols on deck. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the 8th. 3-0 Angels. A couple of home runs. Here's a 3-2. Trout loops one out the left field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Fought it off. Figured he'll be on the move, right?
Yeah, Lawrence has allowed 5 stolen bases in 5 attempts. Ruiz has only thrown out 26% of base stealers. So a good combination for Trout with 13 bags. Take a shot at it. Trout really quick enough to be able to get that fastball that was inside and get enough on that barrel of the bat to get another base hit.
Albert 0 for his last 16. Hitless tonight, 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a fly ball to right.
No pickoffs for Lawrence. A little longer throwing motion should give you a shot as a base stealer to be successful on a stolen base attempt. So you have wrap it around the back and then throw that fastball. And that is right in Albert's zone. Albert has been effective against a sinker this season. The all-speed pitch and that four-seam fastball, he has struggled.
That's line to left field, and that'll get down for a base hit, so he snaps that over. Back-to-back hits with 1 out here in the 8th for C.J. Crone.
Already with a big game today for Crone as Albert lines a single to left. There's that sinker drifting in the inner part of the plate, lines it into left field for a single.
2,920th career hit, now 9 shy of tying Al Simmons for 39th all time I should say. Crone with a home run, a walk, and a single. This on the heels of the 3-for-4 game yesterday afternoon against the Orioles. Slider breaks his bat, loops one out the left. Heredia will get there. That one hangs up. 2 down.
He had a pretty good pitch to do some damage to it, but just out in front enough to get it towards the end of the bat. But a lot of the strike zone with that breaking ball.
So it'll be up to Simmons trying to give the Angels some insurance runs here in the 8th inning. 1-for-3 game. A 2-run blast in the 12th of the year. Now with 52 runs batted in.
Simmons coming in this game a .341 batting average with runners in scoring position.
2 balls, no strikes. We got the light wave going here at Safeco. Bring a little SoCal flavor to the Emerald City.
It certainly is a lot of Angel fans here.
Yeah, Jerry DiPoto brought that with him when he came up to Seattle.
Could be.
Now back 2-1. Trout standing at second base. Pujols at first. Here's a 2-1. Bouncer toward third. It goes foul. Full count.
That's a pretty good take. That's a nasty slider, about a half a baseball off the corner. Very important one too. When a 3-2 count allows Albert to be on the move here also. Just a little bit off the corner. While that comes into play, in case there's a force out potentially at second, Albert on the move should be able to get there before a throw to second.
Gamble, the right fielder, good arm. A little bit more shallow. With Trout able to get a head start from second base. Runners go. 3-2, and he popped him up. Valencia coming down the line, calling for it. And the Angels are done here in the 8th inning. I don't know what Valencia's staring at Anderson Simmons for.
Just running down the line. He avoided contact with him.
Take it on into the dugout, big guy. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-0 Angels.
For tomorrow night's game, Ricky Nolasco on the hill, 5-12, ERA 5.09. Marco Gonzalez, who was acquired from St. Louis back in July, 2 starts this season, has allowed 10 earned runs and 7 1/3. Starters for tomorrow night's game.
Bud Norris takes over on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Angels up 3-0. Blake Parker finished off the 7th inning, going 2/3 of an inning, picking up a strikeout. Bud will be pitching in his 48th game. 1-5, a 4.09 ERA, 18 saves on the year. He gets Dyson, Segura, and Valencia. And I would imagine that would leave Keenan Middleton as the guy to close it down if we get to that point in the ninth. Dyson shooting went down the line but foul. More camp erosion. Rolled foul off the foot. It's a foul ball off the foot. 0-2 count.
Well, another solid effort by Blake Parker again tonight. It's been so valuable. Keeps adding on to career highs as far as appearances in innings.
Check swing foul. That got into the seats quickly. Nobody got hurt. One ball, two strikes. Dyson gets called out on strikes. One away.
Oh, that was a nasty pitch.
I think he was going to get rung up anyway at third base.
It's a changeup, an excellent changeup for Bud Norris.
Some wicked movement down and away. Top of the order now, Gene Segura. Segura with a single, a walk, and a double play ball. Just off the plate. Two balls, no strikes. Valencia on deck, then Cano if you got that far.
And we know Segura can hit a fastball, but you're Bud Norris, so you got to challenge him with a fastball away now.
Check swing foul.
Went right after him with a fastball. Good decision by Bud Norris.
Three-one. Segura hits one out to center field. Towering shot chasing Trout back at the wall, and that is gone. A home run for Gene Segura as the Mariners get on the board. That's his 7th home run of the season. 3-1 Angels here in the 8th.
It's a pretty good power to go to that part of the field here at Safeco.
Fell behind 3-1, decided to go fastball, and Segura, as you mentioned earlier, Gooby, doesn't miss many of them.
Yeah, and I think you have to do that if you're Bud. You have to challenge and trust you have enough movement to keep this in the yard. This ended up being the heart of the plate, and he put a pretty good swing at it. Use that lower part of his body for leverage to create that lift, and hits it out center field.
Sixth home run that Bud Norris has allowed this year. Here's Valencia. 0 for 2 with a walk. Breaking ball for strike.
Such a good hitter.
No balls, 2 strikes. Cano on deck. Here's the 0-2. Cued on the first base side. Norris will glove it, take it himself. And that's the right play. Nice play, too, by Bud. 2 down.
That's something you do in spring training all spring long. When you hit that ground ball, you take it. You don't even have that throw involved. Just go right to that angle towards the base. Take out of that equation whether you're going to flip it to him with the glove or on the throw. Good decision right away. That's the play where a pitcher's got to call it and take it and then take the first baseman out of the equation.
I agree with you. I mean, how many times have you seen it that you see the little hesitation there? Even, let's assume for a moment Norris says, I'm going to go to the bag, first baseman take it. Well, the first baseman's behind you.
Yes.
You're running one way, the play is behind you. It's almost impossible to get that out at first.
Like I said, all spring training long, even in a high school level, I teach guys is take it. Anything you can take yourself as a pitcher on that side of the infield, take away to throw. Take away the footwork of trying to get back towards the base if you're a first base, or even sometimes the second baseman is involved. Take that out of the equation.
So here's Cano at the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the 8th. 3-1 Angels.
Twice now in this game where Robinson Cano is not like that fastball called on the outside corner against. That one got the zone though.
1 for 3 tonight with a single back in the first. Tyler Skaggs got the start for the Angels. Went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. Blake Parker 2/3 of an inning. Bud Norris trying to finish off this 8th, giving up the 1-out home run to Segura. 3-1 Angels. The opener of a 4-game set. Line to left center field, a base hit, and more. Cano will head to second. It's a 2-out double, and that'll bring up the tying run in Nelson Cruz. That pitch right over the heart of the plate.
Trying to get that to run away. Like Sosha calling down to the bullpen. See where location was, didn't get it out there. It's kind of stayed true, a 4-seamer that didn't have that late run. Cano with that hit against Bud Norris, 3 for 3 in his career versus Bud. A double by Robinson Cano, his 501st career double.
Campadrosian getting ready. Nelson Cruz so far tonight 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Man at second, 2 outs. Cruz 26 home runs, 88 runs batted in on the season. Norris a glance back to Cano. The first one's off the plate. Nelson Cruz 1 for 3 in his career against Norris. Out towards center. Nelson Cruz has tied this game up. Well, the Angels with 2 home runs for 3 runs. The Mariners with 2 home runs for 3 runs here in the 8th.
Boy, right on the outside part of the plate. Stayed back on it, lines it to center field for a 2-run home run. The 2 guys we talked about in the opening that have had great success against the Angels come through here in the 8th inning. Cano with a double. Cruz with a 2-run home run, his 39th career home run against the Angels.
And unfortunately a wasted performance by Tyler Skaggs, a no decision. Here's Kyle Seager. The struggles for Bud Norris of late continue. Given the ball here in the 8th inning. Giving up the 2-out double to Robinson Cano after the home run to Segura early in this inning. Then Cruz did not miss that pitch. Both home runs out to center. Seager takes a strike. Seager 0 for 3. A soft liner, his last plate appearance. Seager skies one, shallow left. Angleton calling for it. The damage done. Mariners strike for 3 here in the 8th on 2 long balls. We head to the 9th inning. It's a 3-3 game.
Tampa Bay behind a Corey Dickerson 3-run home run in the 8th broke a 1-1 tie as they beat Cleveland, part of that wild card race. The Yankees lose 4-0. Marco Estrada threw the ball very well for Toronto. They win that one 4-0 against the Yankees. Well, this battle for the wild card for both wild cards. Very, very tight. Segura with that home run to start off the scoring in the 8th inning. Ended up with a 2-run home run from Nelson Cruz to tie it up.
Edwin Diaz takes over on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. This will be his 50th appearance, pardon me. 2-4 with a 2.90 ERA, 25 saves, 69 strikeouts, 23 walks at 49 plus innings. The Angels have Pennington, Calhoun, and Maldonado due up here in their half of the 9th inning.
Diaz fastballs 96 to 100. Hard slider, changeup.
Casey Lawrence went an inning and 2/3, no runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. First one is outside for ball 1. Talking about a tough stretch for Bud Norris. Pennington to swing and a miss. Last 7 games, 4 2/3 innings. 13 earned runs, 4 home runs.
Remember, Pennington had that big walk-off hit against Diaz back in Anaheim earlier this season.
Pennington's 0 for 1. He struck out in the 7th first plate appearance. 3-1. So looking for is trying to get some base runners, trying to scratch out a run or 2.
And that was back on April 9th when the Angels scored 7 in the 9th to walk off against Seattle. Need a base runner here now.
There's ball 4. Lead off walk to start the 9th.
And believe me, when you're a pitcher and you've struggled against a team, those things creep into your mind. And going back, speaking of struggling against a batter, May 2nd, Cole Calhoun homers against Diaz, and then backed it up the very next night with another home run off Diaz. Back-to-back nights for home runs for Cole Calhoun against Diaz.
2 for 3 in his career with those 2 jacks. He's also picked up a walk. One and 0.
Let's see a visit real soon from Mel Stoudemire Jr.
Right on cue.
He missed by a lot on that pitch.
One ball, no strikes. Lead off walk to Pennington. He's at first. Pretty big lead for Cliff.
Want a higher dive back to the base too. Want to try to stay low when you're diving back to that back corner of the base. Valencia a little bit off the bag with Cole Calhoun, a left-handed batter, at the plate. You see, he's got a long delivery too. You can steal against him. But this is a moment you want to stay back and let Cole have a pitch to drive. Good fastball count.
Maldonado's on deck. 3-3 here in the 9th. Good lead for Pennington at first. Doesn't go. Cole takes a strike. Lower part of the zone. Doesn't like it, but it's a strike. But you like to call a pitcher's pitch.
And that's one of those situations where Ruiz almost took that one out of the strike zone because it crosses the plate in the zone. I wonder if Pennington's on the move now.
Doesn't go. And looked like he went around, Gibby. Yep. 2-2. And Siegel rings it up. Couldn't hold up on that slider.
Can imagine he'll get another one of those sliders now.
Two. That was borderline and probably should have been called a strike.
And it looked like, I thought Will Little was stepping up to ring him up there.
That's what I thought. It's a little bit of a delayed call.
See where this pitch is located. That's in the lower part of the strike zone. And he was standing up. It looked like he was going to ring him up.
You get a catcher trying to bring the baseball up that far, odds are the catcher doesn't think it's a strike.
Yeah. And then a lot of times you won't get that call.
See if Pennington's on the move here. He goes 3-2, and there's ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the 9th.
Well, imagine Martin Maldonado will be asked to sacrifice bunt here. Some pretty tough pitches in that at bat for Calhoun against Diaz, and Diaz remembers those home runs he's hit against him, was real careful with them. So in 11 pitches, 8 of them out of the strike zone. Maldonado with 6 sacrifice bunts leads the team in that category.
Pennington at second, Calhoun at first. Corner infielders playing in. First one is bunted foul. 0-1. Caleb Cowart's on deck. He's never faced Edwin Diaz. Kyle Seager putting on the signs. He's in on the grass. Valencia on the grass at first.
He's able to bring that bat back just quick enough. That fastball running up and in as a pitcher. You're trying to elevate a fastball, more difficult for the hitter to get down on the ground. Good take by Maldonado, knowing that's not a strike.
Showing bunt. Takes outside, 2-1.
One thing about Diaz too, he's a high energy guy. He's feeling he's getting squeezed on a couple of these pitches. That one's about a baseball or so off the corner.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Ideally, that's the ball you're trying to get down toward third base, force the third baseman to field it to give the base runners an opportunity to advance. You push one toward first with Valencia crashing, then all of a sudden you're running yourself into an out at third base.
I still think he's going to be up there at the bunt even with 2 strikes.
Showing it. And he pushes it toward first. Valencia goes to third. That's a force out. Exactly what we were talking about. That's what happens with 2 strikes, though. You're kind of forced to make sure you get the ball down, but for whatever reason, pushing it toward first base, not going to get the job done. 1 away.
And Valencia being the third baseman by trade, that's a good play by Valencia to be able to make a quick throw at third base.
So Cole over at second. Ben Revere will come up now to pitch hit for Coward. One out. Caleb finishes the game going 0 for 3. .258 batting average for Ben. Calhoun at second, Maldonado at first.
Keep in mind, pretty good arms in the outfield here for Seattle, all three.
Revere's never faced Diaz. Here's the first one. Takes a strike. Outfield, all three of them playing shallow. Breaking ball misses, 1-1. Top of the ninth inning. 3-3 game. The Angels took a 3-0 lead to the bottom of the eighth. Seattle with a couple of home runs tied it up. Here slices it foul, 1-2. Diaz ready. The 1-2. Revere shoots it towards short. Slices away from Segura. He goes to second. They get Maldonado. That's the only play they get. So 2 outs, runners at first and third. Maben coming up. Ball just kept slicing away from Segura.
Yeah, he made a nice play. There's no way you're going to be able to turn a double play with Ben Revere running. So it was a smart play. Thought about it. Looked like initially throw to third. That would have been a tougher play than the one to second.
Trying to double steal here.
At some point you're gonna take a shot at it.
Maben 1 for 4. He singled in the 5th.
I think that's the conversation. There's probably just let Ben Revere take the bag.
I say you go early.
Yeah. Force the issue. Take away that force out at second base.
Yeah.
That would have been a long throw. That would have been an infield hit.
Correct.
For Ben Revere.
One ball, one strike. Ben still over at first base. Got Trout on deck, so you know they're going to go after Maben, especially with 2 outs here in the ninth. Revere doesn't go. 2-1. You would think Revere's got the green light with 16 stolen bases on the season, but would only get the little stop sign if it comes from the dugout. 2-1. Now he's on the move. Maben swings and misses. No throw. That's what I expected. Well, why not do that in the very first pitch? Give yourself a couple of opportunities with 2 men in scoring position.
You pitch a little bit different, but a couple guys in scoring position.
Right. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Maben. Runners at second and third.
Could be a slider here.
Fastball up and in.
Well, now you almost have to go fastball with Trout on deck. That one at 99. Now when Cameron is at his best, he's shorting up on a swing and is trying to punch that ball to right field.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he walked him. They're loaded for Trout. Third walk of the inning for Edwin Diaz. Went fastball in. Trout 1 for 3 in his career against Diaz. He's 1 for 4 tonight, singling in the 8th inning. No place to put him. Calhoun standing at third, Revere at second, Maben at first. Here's the first one. It's in there for a strike, right over the heart of the plate. Slider ripped down the line, fair ball! Calhoun will score. Here comes Revere, he will score. Maben is going to be waved home. The throw gets cut off. A 3 RBI double for Mike Trout, and the Angels have a 6-3 lead.
That is why Mike Trout is in that conversation for the AL MVP. What he has done in this short time coming back from that surgery on his thumb. Another clutch hit, clearing the bases with a double right down the line. Slider went down and got it. You talk about somebody who crushes pitches lower part of the zone. Trout does it again. And this baseball stays right down underneath that padding, spinning around. And in the throw in, it caught Seattle by surprise, and Maben never stopped. 3-run double for Trout. Outstanding swing.
That's it for Edwin Diaz. Mike Trout clearing the bases. 18th double of the year. And now with 55 runs batted in, a pitching change here in the 9th. 6-3 Halos. Doubled, clearing the bags and giving the Angels a 6-3 lead.
Amazing at bat. That's a good hard slider, lower part of the strike zone, but no one in baseball covers that lower part of the zone as well as Trout. And how strong he is, that's towards the end of the bat, and still able to get on top of that and line that down in the corner, driving in all 3 runners, all 3 walks in the inning. Come back to haunt Seattle, and that base running, no hesitation. Cameron with the slide, not exactly the way you want to go sliding into that plate, but it is a run.
Tony Zick takes over on the mound. 42nd game, 5-2 record at 2.17 ERA, facing Albert. Trout standing at second. 2 outs here in the ninth. Slider for a strike. Albert snapped an 0 for 16 with a base hit in the 8th. By the way, the double for Trout, the only hit allowed by Edwin Diaz here in the ninth. We were talking about it during the commercial break, that there seemed to be perhaps a little hesitation. I'm sure his service will talk about it post-game as to whether or not you lift Diaz after walking Maben to face Trout with the bases loaded. You had Zick ready to go. That's a tough decision for a manager. You've got your closer out there, but he's walked 3 guys, and you're facing perhaps the best player in the game.
And he's a guy that has struggled against the Angels. And you mix in the fact that he can't really throw that wicked slider, because if he bounces it, a run scores. But you have to throw the perfect slider if you're facing Trout. It was a pretty good one, but Trout went down and got it as usual.
He's so frickin' good, it's unbelievable.
It is unreal.
1-2 pitch. Albert hits one out toward left center field. Towering shot, chasing Dyson, and Heredia back near the wall. And Dyson with an unbelievable catch. At the last second, reaching up near the wall and hauls it in for the 3rd out.
He almost looked like he just threw his glove up there, just to hope that the baseball would somehow find his glove. And Dyson, he has unbelievable coverage in center. But speaking of coverage, Mike Trout, coverage, lower part of the strike zone, bases loaded, clearing, double down the line. Angels lead 6-3.
Mariners scoring 3 in the bottom of the 8th. The Angels striking for 3 of their own at the top of the 9th to take a 6-3 lead. This is the catch that Dyson made to keep it 6-3. Otherwise, it'd be 7-3.
I mean, to reach back like that, to have that concentration, throw your glove to go in the other way. He's trying to track where the wall was at. It was hit very well by Albert. The coverage for Dyson, but he is one of the premier center fielders in the game as far as coverage and going to get a baseball.
That was a pretty ridiculous catch there. Luis Valbuena takes over at third base as Cam Bedrosian takes over on the mound, trying to close this one out. Bedrosian 2-2, a 3.96 ERA, 27th game of the season, 3 saves on the year, 33 strikeouts, 8 walks at 25+ innings. Mariners have Heredia, Gamble, and Ruiz due up here in the 9th. Heredia has had a nice game, 2 doubles and a walk. He's behind in the count at 0-2.
Great spot there, 94 on the outside corner. So you try another fastball a little bit further off the plate.
Breaking ball, almost pulled the trigger on it. It's 1-2. One-two. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging on a fastball. Down goes Heredia, 1 away.
Yeah, I thought that was the perfect spot against Heredia, and that's exactly what Cam Drozian did. Fastball away, doesn't quite have that coverage inside part of the plate. The double last at bat, turn on an inside fastball. Could not foul that fastball away. First out of the inning. And you look at the run differential as far as 9th innings for the Angels this season, while they've been battling this whole year in that wild card conversation. A plus 28, scoring 3 tonight. Top of the 9th.
What a what? Gamble's 0 for 3. A strikeout, a fly ball to center, and a bouncer back to the mound. By him, 1-2.
Good fastball again from Cam. Consistency with a velocity at 94.
Bouncer back over the mound. Simmons to his left has it. Off balance throw. Crone digs it out. Got him. 2 down.
Imagine he'll take a look at it. You might as well at this point of the game. But what a play by both Anderson Simmons and C.J. Crone. Had to go a long way. Didn't quite get enough on that throw necessarily, but a great scoop by C.J. Crone. Simba showing that range tonight. Crone, solid too.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Carlos Ruiz. This will be his first plate appearance. This will be Ruiz's first plate appearance of the night. This would foul back, and he's behind at 0-2. 212 average through 42 games. 0-2. It's a breaking ball and it misses. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-3 here in the ninth. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 1 against Seattle by the final of 6-3.
Yeah, Cam Joseph picks up his 4th save of the season. What a swing, though, by Mike Trout with the bases loaded. He is our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Bases loaded, tie ball game, 9th inning, 3-run double down the line by the reigning AL MVP as Trout does it again.
Take a look at the standings as far as the wild card is concerned. The Angels picking up a game in those standings. Seattle came into play in that number 2 wild card spot. That's where we're at right now, with New York having won today. Tampa Bay won. Minnesota won as well.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Loss. Terrific game for the Angels. The bottom of the 8th notwithstanding.
It almost seems like it's a typical game, the way they battle all the way through to the very end, but it's Mike Trout's swing with the bases loaded, the difference.
Cardiac Kids do it again. 25th time this year the Angels have gotten to 500, and that's where they currently sit. Now the goal obviously to kind of continue over the weekend. Trout the hero, he's down with Jose Mota.
Thanks, Victor. Well, your plan going into that type of situation with the bases loaded, knowing that Edwin has to get after you?
Yeah, I just don't want to do too much. You know, you see, the velocity's up at 100, so I just take a nice easy swing and get a good pitch to hit. I took the first one. I just wanted to see one. Then he flipped the slider over the middle of the plate, and I just got to put a good piece on it.
How fun is it for you and to see coming to the ballpark now, playing some meaningful games with this group?
Yeah, I love this. We love this. The guys are coming to the ballpark. We're picking each other up. Skaggs came out, threw the ball great, and we're excited to take this momentum tomorrow.
Let's talk about those guys stepping up. Crone, Bedrosian, Skaggs. How big are they for your group at this point?
They're huge. Everybody's gonna have to step up. We've been banged up all year, but we're having fun, and we're coming to the ballpark ready to win and win the ball games.
Can a win like this catapult the confidence even more for you guys?
For sure, you just get the momentum, take it in tomorrow, and we can't look ahead of ourselves. We can't look in the standings. You got to take it one game at a time and try to win series. That's all we can do.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, the Angels stay together, and now in August, 7-3 record as they close a gap in the second wild card, only 1 game behind. Angels Live, Ken French joining me on the field right after this, all presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Stay there.